What's up, everyone? It's your boy Wolf's giving the show. Today we are playing MLB The Show 18, and we're gonna continue the winning streak for the Yankees. Bench coach overheard Greg Bird say he was really tired during the game yesterday. You should think about sitting him out for game or two. Alright, we gotta search game. I see Greg Bird. Alright, switch him to Jace. You should consider mixing up the lineup today. One of Torres is only batting 158 against right-handed pitching. Now we're good. We only switched 2 pairs. Let's see if the winning streak continues.
Matinee baseball from MLB Network. We're live at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Lots of pink all around for this Mother's Day matchup between the Oakland A's and the New York Yankees. The Yanks are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this.
Sorry, guys.
Masahiro Tanaka, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, this guy certainly could be one of those horses for courses kind of guy. Loves pitching at home. Take a look at those home road splits. They're pretty good. Without question, he's more comfortable pitching at home than he is on the road.
Into the box now, Steve Lombardozzi. He will lead this one off today.
Steve Lombardozzi.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Missed with a slider. Our temperature 74 degrees as we get things started this afternoon. The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
See ya.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this is a modern-day lineup. A lot of swing and miss, but not many people concerned about it. We were around the cage during batting practice. These guys are trying to drive the baseball out of the yard. They are not concerned with taking 3 and going back to the dugout.
Here's Jed Lowry now. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's 3 for 9. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away.
I figured that was a pink bat.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Roll, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
See if this works.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
Yeah,
Just getting started here in the Bronx.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Skied into straightaway right. Judge has a read on it. 2 down.
Nice job, Judge.
Batting third, designated hitter.
I'm talking about my team.
Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotty. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside. Just getting started here in the Bronx. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is on his horse. And that retires the side. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score.
Derek Jeter.
Kendall Graveman is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
And there you see Jacoby Ellsbury as he'll lead things off here in the home half of the first.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
You see this? Jacob Ellsbury too.
Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
That would have been a good contact. I said it was a good contact.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall.
There we go.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Just a little bit more air. That would have been a home run.
Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Espinoza. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's 0 for 4. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely.
Oh, this would be funny if he steals one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Graveman stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was an 8th round selection back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And Lowry won't be able to track it down. This gets through, a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Does all my team have pink bats?
So digging in now, Gary Sanchez. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough.
He's way better at home. Just me and you.
First pitch on its way. And this is on the ground for Lowry and could be two. On to first, and they get the double play. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, Jacoby Ellsbury is really fueling that offense right now. He hit 7 home runs last month. That's a legit power threat. When you start looking at that over the course of a long season, he's putting up some big numbers. This guy's got great power.
Here's big Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
First offering on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Ellsbury at third with 2 away. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Fowler ranging back. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard.
Nice.
All rise, Aaron Judge. A 2-run shot. Number 28 on the season. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
There's not a hotter hitter in all of baseball, folks. As the guy on the mound can attest, he's seeing everything they're throwing at him well right now, and he's not missing them either.
Standing in, Giancarlo Stanton. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. So a big home run for him, certainly. Number 300 for his career.
Well, you have to appreciate what he's been able to do in his career, guys. He's truly established himself as one of the great power hitters in the game today, and this is a milestone he can be really proud of. And there are a lot of very good hitters that never got 300 dingers in their career.
He crushed it that one. Holy shit. He's been doing really good. No.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one. And they've done it again. Back to back to back home run.
Why is it like this?
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
They need to think of something fast. Start pitching it right down the middle. Of course, there's a changeup.
Brandon Drury will bat next. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Oh my God. Huh?
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. It's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's got a 3-for-5 line. 4 runs here in this half inning. Here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run.
Time.
And that ends the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. On to the second inning now from Yankee Stadium. The Yankees lead it 4-0. Digging in now, Chris Davis. And they've got some work to do early on, down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Swung right over the splitter there, 0-1.
As an offense right here, 4-0, you can't let that get away from you. You're a grand slam from tying this one up. Everyone take a deep breath and just start getting some guys on base.
Pitch on the way. To third. Drury fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius this time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Late that time for a strike.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. And the pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Here's another 0-2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Here's Matt Joyce now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's gone 3 for 8. He's taken him deep once. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Good action on the sinker, 1 and 2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Nice.
Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Tapped down the line. That ball's foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive.
I can't put it.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
I didn't know this was going to be a ball.
Now batting, Jace Peterson. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Joyce has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jacoby Ellsbury.
Maybe he could get on base again like last time.
First pitch on its way. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. One out, nobody on. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The throw into second. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
That looked like the out.
Into the box now, Danny Espinoza, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Comes set, and the 0-1 fouled away. Espinoza, 30 years of age. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Danny Espinoza becomes out number 2 this inning.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. A swing by Sanchez, and this one's soaring out into left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Two-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Oh, Aaron Judge is going to be up.
Now that ball was an absolute tape measure blast. Probably one of the farthest home runs you'll see all season. And as ShowTrack tells us, it was projected at exactly 450 feet. That's one that'll make the highlight shows later on for sure.
Right down the middle.
Stepping in now, Aaron Judge. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and his side is retired.
Okay.
Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run.
I think they're not going to catch up
We
this
play
time.
2, and it's all New York. 6-0 Yanks. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on MLB Network as we're set for the top half of the third from the Bronx. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Okay.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike 1. Getting on base, a big problem as you see the average there. 1 home run and 6 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch. Down the first baseline. This will get foul for strike 2.
Hi.
Here it comes, 0-2. And a splitter is over for a called third strike as he's left shaking his head. 1 gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Called strike over the outside corner.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Fowler, base runner at first with 1 out. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2. The 1-2. Dribbled to the right side. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. At the plate, Steve Lombardozzi. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set and the pitch. Popped him up. Drury has room in foul territory. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit.
Connor Stanton's he's 300 career.
Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger Giancarlo Stanton. Ready. Here's the first offering. Hot shot towards the hole. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Already 2 hits in the ball game as he's on base here in the home third. And his total currently best on the ball club through these first 6 or so weeks of the young season.
Aaron Judge is right behind him too.
So striding in, Didi Gregorius. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Very rarely, Matt, do you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at-bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
Fowler patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
No managers and money.
Digging in to try it again, Brandon Drury. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. Hard hit ball to short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Here's Brett Gardner now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the stretch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Chasing after it is Joyce, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. And he popped him up. Chapman in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Tough call there, but the cutter misses 1 and 2.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
Here's the 1 and 2 delivery. Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll get down out there.
Oh, Brett Gardner got it. RBI.
And not in time as the run scores.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack. Kept his hands inside the ball and took what the pitcher gave.
Nice, Brett Gardner.
In now, Jace Peterson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. High and deep to center field. Fowler looking up. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Third home run for him on the year as this lead got even wider.
They knew he was going to be able to blow up.
Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, D-Roy. But you can hit the ball out of just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gaps, but right field is so juicy. As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Emilio Pagan is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fowler is there, 2 gone. In now, Danny Espinoza. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A little bouncer. Pulled toward right center field.
Now he got us.
Fowler is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We're through 3 in the Bronx. It's the Yankees 10 and the A's nothing. Stepping in, Jed Lowry will be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. Up and the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
Behind 0-2 now. And a splitter swung on. He missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side on 9 pitches. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his 2nd base hit of the game.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Come on, Aaron. Hit another home run. I chased that one, too.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Looking up is Joyce.
Yes!
Gone!
Judge, his second home run in the game.
A
And
two-run
second-
blast to straightaway
two-run
right
homer.
field. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues. Guys, do you believe what
I
we're
feel
seeing
bad
here
for
today?
him.
With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, D-Row, but you can hit the ball out of just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gaps, but right field is so juicy. As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Didi Gregorius will be next. Base is empty here with nobody out. Fastball got him
I should
looking
swung.
as that had 2-seam action on it, 1 gone. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. Not what he had in mind
Only
before the
one
day started.
strikeout.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High pop-up. Lombardozzi has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Brandon Drury will bat next. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. Skied into straightaway right. Joyce is there, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We played 4 full. It's the Yankees 12 and the A's nothing. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient.
why
He's
the
been
auto
throwing a lot of
bats are-
strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
I think cancer. It's just like football.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
How about the 5th?
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Left side, but well foul. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here's Matt Joyce now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
2-1.
Okay.
The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Digging in, Dustin Fowler, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch coming, here it is. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The windup and the 0-1. In the air out to straightaway left. Gardner's after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Standing in, Brett Gardner. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This one to right field and deep off the bat of Gardner. Back goes Joyce. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far as they just continue to pour it on here.
Right now, he can't wait to get to the plate against this pitching staff.
He took
4 home runs in this series. Bet he wishes he could play these guys every single day.
Into the box now, Jace Peterson. Swinging a soft liner on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jacoby Ellsbury. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Damn, that was weird. My phone just talked. I didn't even say anything.
Striding in, Danny Espinoza. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 on its way. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that 2-out success means Gary Sanchez will get to hit here. Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. Espinosa is off at first with 2 away. Two balls and no strikes.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
The 2-0 on the way. Is crushed to straightaway center. No doubt about this one. That ball is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center is second of the game as this lead got even wider.
It's going to be a player of the game because it looks like Gary changes it or Aaron Judge.
Into the box, Aaron Judge.
The last at that, Nettie.
Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Yankees lead this one 15-0. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the late.
Sorry, guys. I had some
inning.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. A windup and the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
They only have 1 base hit against me.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
That was a nice pitch to hit, man. You shouldn't hit that.
to the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Down the third baseline. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third baseline. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, oof, that's a nice job.
Standing in now, Steve Lombardozzi, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Set. Here comes the 1-1. There's a strike.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. The A's strand one. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. Santiago Casilla gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Giancarlo Stanton now. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-1 on its way. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him. The 0-2 home. And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter has gone on strikes, 1 away.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
In now, Didi Gregorius. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Fowler's under it. 2 down. Brandon Drury will bat next. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3 as they can't add to their slim 15-0 lead. Back here in the Bronx. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Let's see.
First offering on its way. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Now another 0-2. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. So a good pitch there to get the out, and with that, we'll take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Sliders in for a strike. A wave and a miss.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis. Up. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Next up for the A's, Matt Olson. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First offering on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. strike to even the count. 1-1. And it's 1-2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
The 1-2.
Yes, we have something, buddy.
Is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
All right.
Digging in, Brett Gardner. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Towards second. And this will be put away easily for the out. Digging in, Jace Peterson. Lifetime numbers against Casilla. He's 1 for 2. Pitch on the way. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Chapman is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a high pop-up.
Really?
Olsen shading to his right. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, as they can't add to their slim 15-0 lead. Here's Matt Joyce now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Tommy Kingley has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 48, Tommy Kingley.
First delivery to him on the way. This is on the ground over to first. Peterson has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
That's good. 14 strikeouts.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. On the season, Fowler is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Now the 0-1. Left side. Gregorius has it. And there's out number 2.
There we go.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. No hits to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. set with the 0-1. A high fastball is in there.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. 1-2-3 go the A's. Start the bus. They're down 15-0.
15-0.
Striding into the box, Danny Espinosa. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Here comes the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Joyce is in his tracks now. One pitch, one away.
They're stopping me now. That's a good thing.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. Lifetime numbers against Casilla. He's 1 for 2.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Ready on 0-2. Hit down the third baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. One out, nobody on. A swing by Sanchez, and this one's soaring out into left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
He hit the freaking pole. Oh my God.
A solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. His third home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Holy crap. Now he's the player of the game.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in one outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
Right there. Right there, hit the pole.
Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
I chased it too, wow.
Ready with the first pitch, here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
Hero, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs.
Now I know who's the player of the game now. It's got to be one of those 2.
A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. His third home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
I guarantee Aaron Judge.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Giancarlo Stanton now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fowler's under it. And that's the second out of the inning. Here's Didi Gregorius, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. This year against right-handed pitching, Gregorius is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
On the move is Joyce, and that retires the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We've played 8 full. The Yankees are out in front, 17-0.
And this is the game right here.
Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Cold strike, 0-2. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Steve Lombardozzi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. A bouncer to the left side. Drury has it. On to first, and now the A's are down to their final out.
One more out left until game over.
A's down to their final out now, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A little late on the fastball here as this is bounced foul just off to the left. Strike 1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike now for Oakland. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
17-0 the final this afternoon. New York played at 17 runs in this one to grab the W. Masahiro Tanaka earned his 9th win of the year as he finished his 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Kendall Graveman was absolutely hammered to the tune of 10 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
What?
The winning pitcher is
Gary
Masahiro
Shands is the
Tanaka.
player
His
of the
record is
game.
now 9-0.
Let's see.
The loss goes to Kendall Graveman.
Oh, makes sense
He falls
because
to
he has
0-5.
4 runs. Makes sense now.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes.
Right.
Our paid attendance here at Yankee Stadium this afternoon.
Gotta give him credit. That was a good matchup between Aaron Judge and Gary Shands fighting for the player of the game. Alright. If you do like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you know. Shut up, AJ. And like always, peace out.